Hey, how you guys doing? This is the producer from Brothers Comics. Welcome to the Who Day Over 40 podcast for long-time, long-suffering Cincinnati Bengals fans. Y'all, we are 7 days, a full-on Boomer Esiason away from the kickoff of the 2020-2021 season. We're going to talk about Boomer here in a second, by the way. On the line tonight, I have my two favorite offensive weapons lined up in the flanker position. It's the Sandman. Sandman, say what's happening.
What's happening, people? Who Day and got my jersey ready
Yes, yeah. For
slash
those watching
t-shirt. Yeah.
the video version of this, Sandman has on a fresh, and I would mean fresh, Joe Burrow T-shirt. Freshly from the Cincinnati. Probably you get it from the fan shop or
I
other
got it
sources.
from they got it's the same damn shop, the Bengals shop, the NFL shop, whatever
Yeah, the
you want to call it.
Fanatics owns everything.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
there you go.
Yeah,
You
that's
give
right.
us
Fanatics.com is a
money.com.
monopoly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's man. Talk about. I mean, we a whole different podcast about getting emails from people you don't want to get emails from.
Oh Lord, that's a whole
Sliding
nother
into the
podcast.
DMs on the regular. I'm like, my God, stop sending me freaking emails. On the line and behind me, it's 2 yards in the cloud of dust. It's Big Hutch. What's happening?
What's up? What's up? We're damn near ready. We
Damn
near
ready.
yes.
We
1 week.
ready. We're
Yes,
gonna lose
I
by
know.
10, but are we ready?
The wild part is that for the weirdest thing, we're gonna have to actually wait until 4 o'clock. We're gonna actually sit through the full 1 o'clock games and see other fans combust. You know, the Browns play the Ravens, so we get a chance to see both of them combust on one another for
right.
the first 3 hours, and then having to wait until 4:15 to get the highlight game in Cincinnati. It's just
Makes no sense.
I'm
I don't
still
know why they're
surprised.
doing
Yeah,
that.
it's shocking.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that it actually. Not that the season is here, but I can't believe they gave Cincinnati a 4 o'clock start on opening weekend.
Because like I said, because the number one seed or number one quarterback drafted. The Chargers are, they're a new team in their city, kind of. So, trying to give everybody a little bit of something. And the Chargers, yeah, we'll talk later. Sure.
Yeah, for sure. We will talk about that later. No fans will be in the Cincinnati stands or whatever. They'll just be pumping in some generic crowd noise.
They
You can buy.
actually announced yesterday they're going to allow 6,000 fans in the stadium.
Okay, so I didn't see that.
So,
Okay, cool.
Was it for this game?
It was the governor, for
Yeah.
the Cincinnati game. Yeah.
I thought there was some caveat to it, but that's fine.
It might be, but that's all. I didn't read the article. That's all I heard.
All right. I think there's
Let those people
certain
in.
games or something, but that's fine.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, what kind of freaking Hunger Games shit that you got to be on to want to go, and two, like how do you determine which 6,000 people get a chance to go? First come, first serve. You get a chance to sit.
You already bought season tickets and you didn't ask for a refund.
I wonder.
Yeah,
I
that
wonder if
must be
that's the case too. Yeah, if you have season tickets and they're not allowing you to be in there, I wonder if they are giving refunds for that.
The answer is you better.
Yeah, for sure.
Mike Brown. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, you say
that. We got to.
Yeah, you say that, Hutch, but also, I mean, colleges is charging kids full ass tuition for sitting online too. So
right, but more likely, I mean, you're not gonna. I mean, that's a problem too, actually.
Yeah.
However, I'm
problem.
almost sure that all these other places are giving their money back for stuff that they didn't get. If young people had lawyers, maybe their parents do, that'll make it happen.
Yes. Well, what we're going to talk about today, y'all, is the final 53. The Bengals and every other NFL team had to cut down to 53 players yesterday by 4 o'clock, and the Bengals did so. We're going to talk about it instead of the 4 quarters, we're going to do it by halves. First half for the offense, second half for the defense. Obviously, we're going to talk about Joe Mixon's deal. And I think I just stumbled onto our halftime topic as we were going over this. We need to talk about the Bengals' statement, air quotations, and their trip over to the underground thing the other day.
Yeah.
In between our podcasts or whatever. So we'll stumble onto that particular category here in our halftime topic. Then defense, we'll talk about that. And so we're going to get to the 53 players. That's not that big of an issue. but we're also going to talk about who could possibly be not suiting up. So even though they kept 10 defensive backs or 9 or whatever it was, I mean, all of them ain't going to suit up on game day because you can only suit up 47. And what we were talking before we started to record, that rule makes no sense, especially in this time with COVID. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, just if I made the damn team, I should be able to play on Sunday or have the possibility of playing. If I'm a DNP coach's decision, that's completely different. You know, the basketball players don't have that. You're on the team, you're on the team. You might not take that sweatsuit off, but you're still on the damn team, aren't
you? Yeah, you're on the team. But yeah, it must be, like I said, it's some way to make sure nobody, I don't know. I guess it just, it must help. I don't know, maybe it keeps the pro DM down, or the food down. I don't know. I don't get it why it's only 47.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna talk about it and go from there, and we'll talk about hot there. So 7 days of Boomer Esiason from the opener. Do you got a favorite Boomer memory? I have one, like off the top of my head, but I will let y'all go first. Favorite Boomer Esiason memory, whether it be from playing, broadcasting. I'm really surprised he didn't. He's got that radio show now.
Right.
Yeah.
Boomer might lightweight be MAGA, by the way. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a strong possibility.
I'm afraid I don't know if I want to know that the answer to that one. But I think my favorite memory is when me and a friend of ours went down to see the Bengals. This is circa 89, maybe almost 90, when they played Tampa Bay. This is creamsicle Tampa Bay, not the current Tampa Bay. And they beat that living hell out of the team. Boomer was in prime like Super Bowl form, with the fakes, play action passing. Man, they destroyed that team. So that's almost more of a whole team memory, but that was a great memory. That's the only time I ever saw him in person. So it's probably it for me.
Yeah, I never seen him in person. How'd you got a Boomer memory?
The Boomer memory that I think of immediately is the one where he promised that we were going to the Super Bowl or going to make the playoffs in 80, was that 80 to 89 season?
The next season, after the Super Bowl?
The year after the Super Bowl, he promised we were going to make it, and I think he was cold chilling by a pool sipping or something, and I was like, we gonna do it. We didn't do it.
Oh God, that's your favorite memory?
That's the one I can.
That's a strange memory.
That's the one. I mean, I can't think about. I see him doing faking the ball to the running back and throwing the ball downfield to somebody, but I can't. In a particular game, no.
That was one of mine. It's like they were playing. I think it was the Redskins. It was like a final game of the season, and.
I think I know this game.
Yeah, it might have been the Super Bowl year or maybe the year after. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think it was the Super Bowl year because I think that's when they clinched the home field.
Clinched against Washington.
Right.
Yeah, they played the team from Washington, excuse me.
I remember that, yeah.
It was like a tight game. They should have won the game or whatever. I think Doug Williams was the quarterback on the other side or whatever. So we're torn.
Yeah.
And he hit them like with one of them play fakes, man, like so hard. And I think it might have been Dexter Manley came through and tackled Stanley Wilson or Icky or James Brooks or whatever. And he was like dancing up and down. And then like Eddie Brown couldn't have been no more than 30 yards down from everybody else. And he just dropped it in. Bengals win.
I remember that game.
Oh my God.
That was a really tight game. And
Dexter Manley
that was the clinching. I think they won the Central on that game.
Yeah, he was so happy
so
that he had tackled him and it ended the play, but that play fake just killed him. And we were happy. Boomer's best known for that. You look at his stats, like I think he's got almost like 30,000 yards passing or something like that. If he wins the Super Bowl, he's probably a Hall of Famer. Probably.
If they let Joe Namath in, they would have had to let him in.
Well, he played in New York, though. It was a big difference.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. He did too. But anyway, that would have been nice if we won a Super Bowl, and that would probably he would be on the
MVP,
door. He would probably
Super Bowl. Yeah, MVP and Super Bowl, he probably gets in. So,
And he played for the Bengals.
yeah, that doesn't help.
He been the first.
Oh, Jim Breach would have been the MVP of that Super Bowl. That's
No, it would have been Stanford Jennings on the kickoff.
Oh, it might have been Stanford Jennings.
Yeah, it would have been Stanford Jennings.
Yeah.
The pain.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, there we go. So let's get into this. Let's look at the 53-man roster. First half on the offensive side of the ball. No real surprising cuts. So we'll start with the quarterbacks, where I guess that was sort of a surprising cut. They only keep 2. Jake Deloniger gets cut. They kept him on the 53 all of last year, which I don't know why, and wasted a roster spot on him every freaking week of 16 seasons. You would have thought somebody else could have played in his spot.
Did he
Bengal
want to
logic?
get a pension?
Yeah, I guess. But they go with the 2 quarterbacks initially here. Joe Burrow, obviously, Ryan Finley, who sucks, and playing things are really over. There was a rumor out there that Zach Taylor shot down pretty quickly that the Bengals would be interested in former now Dolphin quarterback, former top 10 pick.
Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
But he shot it down pretty quickly. I'm not really sure as to why. I mean, I saw Josh Rosen play here for a little bit, and he's terrible, but he's not Ryan Finley. So
Ryan Finley is like, now why are you on the squad type terrible?
Yeah.
We saw that cat last year. Good God. No talent.
He was bad. No,
None.
Yeah, I think my arm might be as strong.
That ain't good.
No, it ain't. I'm not very good at that. So he gets cut. So we only keep 2 quarterbacks. So that saves a roster spot someplace else unless they decide to pick one up. They had brought in that Brandon Allen dude as a quarterback that learned the system. They cut his ass.
Right.
They cut his ass.
Just like I mean, I guess they were just like, we're keeping 2 quarterbacks and that's it.
We're gonna need them spots. We're gonna need people
as many
and not hold clipboards.
Yeah, they can stuff up in there.
Well, let's get there. Let's go behind the quarterback first. Then they keep 4 running backs: Joe Mixon, Giovanni Bernard, Sam Jean Perrine, and Travion Williams.
Samari.
Yes, thank you. And then they
they
only keep 3 active on game day. Like all 4 are not active. So that's probably Travion Williams probably is never active unless somebody gets hurt. Like they like that Sam Jean or whatever, Samwise Ganji. They like that Samwise Ganji dude. So those are probably your 3 actives. All right. So we can't talk about running backs without talking about Joe Mixon, who finally gets his deal. It had been rumored for many, many months now. if I'm raising my hand on the video, I am of the thing that you do not pay for running backs. You just don't do it unless they are an absolute game changer. You do not pay for running backs because they are so easy to find. And the Bengals made, I'll call it, I don't want to say a mistake, but they made the decision to I wouldn't call it overpaying. It means making market value, but they paid for a running back. It's generally not a great idea in terms of how I believe it or whatever, because they're so interchangeable. So Hutch, I see you nodding your head.
You saw the Giants got rid of Fournette?
Yes.
So, I mean, Fournette is maybe a little bit better than excitingly average. Mixon is maybe better than him. Yeah, but I'm paying 12 million a year, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, can somebody on the Bengals make 3rd and 1 and can somebody score a touchdown on 4th and 1 by running?
Yeah. I mean,
with this offensive line?
But, we talking out of both sides of our mouths, though, really, because Bengals spend no money. Bengals go out and spend money, and then we're like, well, he'll spend money on that. Like, we can't have it both ways, Sam, man. Like, I mean, the dude rushing.
If you're smart, you can.
He led the league in rushing 2 seasons ago. He led the league
with
in
a bad offensive line.
Second half of the season last year. So, I mean, he there. So, I mean, how do you not give him the money, I guess?
I guess, you know what? I'm for anything that keeps Joe Burrow off the damn mat. And if he can go out, if he can run the ball and keep the pressure off him. If he can go out the flat, catch the ball, mid-range, catch the ball, and that helps Joe Burrow, I'm all for it. I ain't saying it's the smartest decision in the world, because I'm sure they're probably going to regret that when they got to sign somebody that needs to be blocking maybe next year, maybe, let's say. And I don't know where they're getting that money now, but for the moment, I like the idea.
Yeah.
A couple of years, I ain't going to like it. So I don't know what to say. You know?
And there are future salary cap ramifications obviously involved in a lot of these deals, especially next year when they expect the salary cap to go down because revenue's down because of COVID. So, I mean, they're going to have to make decisions. Players such as John Ross, not going to be here. Whether he balls out or not, he's not going to be here.
He's gone.
Probably not AJ Green either. Probably not, Bobby Hart, which is a good thing. They're going to be salaries. But then a player like Carl Lawson might wind up getting lost in that shuffle too, because he's
true
and he can rush the passer. Those dudes are not easy to find. It might wind up, robbing Peter to pay Paul situation, and you wind up losing at least a couple of decent players to pay a running back.
We're going to lose. We're going to lose one of them old two dudes too.
Yeah.
Atkins, I mean, he's 30, 3, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's they're both. He's scheduled to go too.
Yeah, it just becomes a situation where it's like, golly, man, like, I know you want him to be there, but it just doesn't seem. I like the dude, but it just doesn't seem that paying him $10 to $12 million on the average is like the best thing for your team. But also, something else that comes up, teams that overpay, again, essentially the Bengals have to win a Super Bowl within the next 5 years with their quarterback
with the rookie contract.
Now, he's on that rookie contract because as soon as teams pay that quarterback, and John Watson just got paid, broke off a huge amount of money yesterday too. As soon as they do that, like, those dudes don't be getting the Super Bowls. Everybody's like, oh, well, Brady was married or is married to a billionaire. Like, he didn't need the money. He didn't. Yeah. And so he could take these cap-friendly deals because the money was never going to be an issue for him. All these other dudes.
He was playing for rings.
Yeah. Well, he was getting paid like $20 million. That ain't cheap either, I don't think.
Yeah, but
granted, it ain't 35.
He took a slight discount. Yeah.
Right.
He could do that because they were winning rings. It's like, what do I care? I'm married to a billionaire model, and I'm winning rings. I'm good.
But you ain't gonna win with
the case with 99% of the team.
But now they're paying. Go ahead, Hutch. You're gonna say
you ain't gonna win with Ryan Tannehill either.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Kirk Cousins.
Noted COVID scientist Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, let's not discuss him. Yeah.
It's just, you pay these dudes that much money, and you may get to the playoffs or whatever, but like, essentially, if you don't win, again, look at Kansas City. Now they just paid old boy $40 million. Sacrifices have to be made, and you might give that first year, when that first year deal doesn't kick in, you might be able to slide something in that year. But once them $40 millions kick in, you can forget it. Like, for real.
All his weapons
and their defense wasn't great to begin with either.
Exactly.
It was all offense.
Yep. That means you have to draft perfect when you have such a situation.
They were losing big time in all their games. Yeah. Just a miracle that they.
Yeah.
I guess.
So hopefully the Bengals do something within these 5 years. I would hope somebody smarter than me is just like, hey, man, let's get these pieces in place and try to get this before we have to break off Joe Burrow $50 million a year, because that's where we're headed. And
you can't wait till year 5 either.
No, yeah.
So really, if he's showing promise, you can start thinking about year 4.
But it's still gonna cost you $50 million at that point. That's going to be the price of tea in China. So
but we seen the other side though. You want another Andy Dalton situation? Not quite good enough. Just good enough to get in sight of the loss, and then you lose.
You can
We've been down that road, boy. That's a nightmare too.
You can always pick up a Tyrod Taylor.
It's coming. But that's what I'm saying. Just think about the people that have won Super Bowls like recently. Take Brady out of the situation because he wasn't making huge bucks. Mahomes was on his rookie deal that he doesn't have anymore. Brady. Who else won Super Bowls in the last 5 years?
Wilson.
Wilson.
Russell Wilson wasn't on his
5
rookie
years
deal,
ago?
though.
He was on
yeah.
rookie deal when they
Well,
won
he was on his rookie
in
deal, correct? Yeah.
Indianapolis.
Who
He
else?
was?
He was.
Yeah, he was on his rookie deal when they won his first one. Or
Right, and I think he was on a rookie deal when they should have won the second one.
Yeah.
He
Should've won,
just
yeah.
got broke off like 2
Yeah,
years
he just
ago.
got last season, I think.
Oh,
It might have
Right.
been
yeah,
last season.
you're
Right,
right. Yeah,
so-
I think he just got paid. You're
Right.
right. Damn.
And who else won Super Bowls in the last 5 years?
I don't even remember.
Eagles.
Backup for the Jet in the last 5.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles.
backed
The
up.
Eagles.
They sent him
He was on
someplace.
rookie
He
deal.
make money. He can't play at all. He
Right.
Uh-huh.
did a job over that dude in freaking Chicago. That'll tell you everything.
Right, he lost to Trubisky.
Oh, it's terrible.
Nick Foles.
My God.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta win that Super Bowl when that dude ain't making a bunch of money, man. Because after
You
that,
gotta have
Rams.
everybody in
they
place.
paid.
Go for
Look
it.
at the Rams. They paid that dude what?
Jared Goff.
They can't.
Golf,
freaking-
yeah, and
can't win anything now.
he ain't even that great. He's okay.
Yeah, he cuts Bill probably after this season.
Yeah.
He probably is.
So I said to my son, I was like, so you got to be looking at a team who has a good quarterback that's not on a ridiculous deal moving forward. Will probably be somebody that might win a Super Bowl. Your Lamar Jacksons, your Carson Wentz's, your sadly Ben Roethlisberger's. Like it's going to be somebody in that time, that frame or whatever, because their team isn't handicapped by like this huge freaking Super Bowl contract for their quarterback. So.
That's it. Yeah.
I ain't knocking money, Nixon. Good job, man. Go spend it. Do your thing. Whatever.
Right,
He
help
earned
our
it. I'm not
economy
mad at
out.
him.
Yeah, it ain't our money, so.
Right. Help our economy out, sir.
There you go. All right, so we got 2 players for quarterback. We got 3 running backs on the active 47, so that's 5 of our 47 already. Let's look at the wide receivers. They wind up keeping 7. Usually keep 5 active on the game day roster. This is going to make some people upset here based on that. Maybe they keep 6 active. Special teams stalwart Stanley Morgan got cut. He was probably get brought back for the practice squad.
He'll be practice squad.
Yeah. So he wasn't going to catch a cold though. So he was only going to be tackling people. So if you're only keeping 5, that would mean to me AJ, Ross, Boyd, Erickson for special teams, and Brandon
Higgins.
Tate. That's 5.
You mean starting?
So that means T. Higgins ain't gonna see the field this year.
That's your dressing 5.
They're dressing 5, yeah.
Who's sitting down for T. Higgins out of them 5 if there's not an injury?
Man, I don't see them sitting
Erickson
T.
ain't sitting
Higgins
down?
all year.
Special
They
teams.
ain't
Wait a
sitting
minute.
Higgins all year.
Wait. Higgins got to be dressed.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Higgins got to be dressed.
He has no special teams value.
No, but he got how
But
healthy.
He's a second-round pick, though.
Right. Ross and AJ could be. They could be one playing out.
So you're gonna dress 6 wide receivers. That's basically what we're saying.
I think we are. You got to put Ross in the. I mean, not Ross. You got to put Higgins on the field. I mean,
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard not dressing Higgins.
Right, he got to be
I
dressed.
don't think it's that hard at all. I definitely think he's the one that gets set down if they keep 5 active. For sure.
You can't be sitting down second. I mean, the 33rd pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, a second rounder.
Right. He got to be dressed.
A low first rounder, basically.
Who are you saying that he's better? Who are you saying that the people that are in front of him that he's better than?
Ross.
I would take him over Ross. I would take him over Ross right now.
Come on, bro.
What you mean? Come on. I can't trust Ross as my cousin as far as I can throwing. I don't trust Ross for shit. I don't trust AJ. I don't trust AJ.
Well, you dressing AJ, so don't even worry
I'm
about
dressing.
that.
I'm paying that blankety blank $18 million to maybe do 18 plays.
You dressing Alex Erickson too, but he can't play. He can't play.
He's returning kicks and punts.
Yeah, he's returning kicks.
Oh, damn, that is.
Alden Tate. He's good. I mean, we bring it 6 folks. It's 6.
You might be right. You know what? He might be right. They gotta dress all 6. My God.
They gotta dress 6 receivers.
They gotta dress 6.
All right. Okay. So
that's crazy, but it's
11 players. on offense. We haven't gotten to the offensive line yet. We're already up to
Oh God, yeah.
people. All right. So let's get to the offensive line. They kept 9. They usually keep 7 active on game day. 7 out of your 9 are active. So your starters are Suafilo, Hopkins, Bobby Hart, Michael Jordan, and Jonah Williams. So that's 5 of your 7. So that means for your other 2, you only got to choose between You're not choosing Alex Redmond. Breaking news: Alex Redmond got cut. He sucked anyway. I have no idea.
That's good.
Yeah.
That helps.
Was awful. My God. I always talk about his potential. I'm like, potential to what? False start? Potential to forever get potential to get
Bobby Hart on the right side of that line,
forever with the freaking after the foul whistles, personal foul, playing. Oh my God, he was the worst. So
he sucked.
And whoever the dude
he was awful,
and who is probably not going to be active. So that's 5. Billy Price probably is active because he can play.
He's back up.
He'll be active.
Center and guard.
That's 6, and then probably
Fred Johnson
because he can play guard and tackle.
Tackle, right? One backup tackle.
So that's it. So that's 7.
That's it.
So the rookie Akeem Ajenemi or whatever, not.
Nah, he ain't dressing.
Right. And whoever this new dude is, not playing.
No.
Like new dude. I want to write in new.
Unless he might be better than what we got, but right now, I don't think so.
Okay, so you're okay with the 7? These 7, keeping 7 offensive linemen?
Yeah. We're going to need
them. They need them. They need everyone they can get.
Okay. So offensively, we're keeping, not counting teams or whatever, 13, 16, 18 players.
18 offensive, 3, 3, 5, 3.
Because we're going to keep 3 special teams players. They're going to be active, so you can already count them towards the 20, whatever.
And so whatever, that gets 22.
18, so that's 21. So
21.
you're already at 21
right.
essentially on that side. Okay. All right.
All
So that's the offensive thing.
You forgot tight ends.
Who?
Forgot tight ends.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You're right. Sorry. That's right. They kept 3. Uzama, Season Carter, and Drew
Sample.
They usually keep 3 active. So they're all 3.
That's all 3.
The other 3 can play special teams. So I'm sorry. So 3 tight ends. So that is, let's take I do the math. 11, 18, 21 offensive players without special teams. The tight end thing, it is help me out. And again, it's who they over 40, really about to be 50 here momentarily. These some of the bitches cannot pick tight ends since Rodney Holman and Tim McGee. Like we forever bringing in some freaking also ran. My note says they forever putting some Jags out there at tight end, man. Look, think of the Marvin tight ends. Oh my God. Who was that dude that freaking led to the interception Hutch when we went to go see the Browns game? He tipped the ball in the last play and dropped it for an interception. You know what I'm talking about? Light-skinned dude.
What was his name?
What years are we talking about?
This is like
2003.
2003. Yeah.
3. Well, the first year of Marvin, right?
It was the first year of Marvin. Yeah, it was like win this game and then have the other team lose. We make the playoffs. They went out and let
that was all that.
Forrester or Lee, somebody go out and ran for like 178 yards. It was ridiculous.
Right, he tore us up.
He tore us up.
Oh,
man.
I remember that bullshit. God.
I can't remember that time. But we did have the dude from Oklahoma. He was a
false start holding.
Yeah,
Jermaine Gresham.
Jermaine.
Awful.
False start, 84. Take it back 5. False start.
False start. Number 84.
Take it back number 5.
Offense.
False start. You know who? Well, guess what? Take it back number 5. Oh God.
Oh damn. I need to. Yeah, you might need to Google that tight end dude. What was his name? It's just a bunch of Jags. Like Marvin just didn't care. He was like, as long as they can block, he didn't care if they could freaking catch. And now the league has evolved into this thing where you let your wide receiver.
You actually have to catch. Yeah, and maybe actually block.
None of these dudes can catch.
And they love these fools too. What the hell has CJ Uzama ever done to deserve this?
They messed up they panicked and drafted Drew Sample and Stephen Carter. I barely remember the name. I don't know where they got him.
He barely remembers his name.
Yeah, too. I mean, they be putting some L's on the field with the tight end position. Ever since old boy that got drafted in the first round started getting hurt.
Yeah,
man, and he was on injury watch every year.
They did.
God.
We spent 2 first-round picks on tight ends back to back,
and they both blew.
One gone, and 2. Well, I mean, it's been a while ago, but yeah, it ain't good. Son, look up Bengals tight end in 2003, please. Put it in your Google machine. Thank you. So, so they keep 3 of them. Stephen Carter is a special teams demon. Drew Sample, they just drafted him in the second round 2 years ago now. So he's definitely playing. They say he's turning into a dual threat, air quotation.
Reggie Kelly?
Reggie Kelly. No, that was somebody else. That was the dude they signed from the Falcons. It was a different dude, a light-skinned dude. Light-skinned dude. Kidna threw him the ball, man. It hit him right in his hands. It went right through. No, not Reggie Kelly. Reggie Kelly
was the starter. He got hurt.
It was another dude.
I'm still looking.
No, he wasn't a starter.
Damn it, where are the positions at?
Terrible. When you hear that, you're like, oh, then he signed like a free agent deal. Like he left a couple years later, he went to the Raiders. Dang it. How can I remember that, but not this nigga's name? This is terrible.
I really want to know now because I cannot remember. Damn it. Who is it? Yeah, they just got Reggie Kelly on here. Where the hell is he? Shit.
I forgot about Reggie Kelly, Hutch. He signed from the Falcons.
They forgot about him too.
Yeah, he was one of those.
Marvin loved him.
He was like a minister. Moral voice.
He need prayer.
He probably spent time in Covington. Don't lie.
Well, Denard made the Falcons.
Yeah, he didn't get cut. Yeah,
he didn't get cut yet. No. They'll figure it out.
As y'all, I'm sorry. Let's roll into the halftime topic or whatever.
Was it Tony Stewart?
Tony Stewart. That's
right.
Tony Stewart. Oh my God, a black dude with a NASCAR nigga's name. Awful. We forgot. That's awful. Awful. He was terrible.
He was.
Oh my God, Kitten hit him in the worst place, man, right in his hands.
Well, he was born in Germany.
It says a lot. So
I ain't got nothing to say about it.
Kid, I'm sure. All right. So as we roll into halftime, the Bengals finally, months later, finally released a statement of unity. Air quotations is the word of the podcast today. About they're striking for racial justice or whatever. They go to the Freedom Center in Cincinnati or whatever, and they go do it as a tour. The readers of the statement, the prepared statement off of notes, is Trey Hopkins, the center, and noted soon-to-be starting quarterback Joe Burrow. They read their statement. It seems like it had been in the works for a while. I think there had been a team.
Didn't they walk there?
Who?
Yeah.
Didn't they walk? They walked there, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's between the 2 stadiums. Yeah. Okay. It's right up the street. So
yeah. And it had been like this was something that was in the works for a while. I think Carlos Dunlap had given an interview with somebody, a tertiary site, and was just like, essentially said like, man, we need to do something like better or different. And shortly thereafter, this is what happened. They wound up dragging Mike Brown's ass out there. And he was there with the rest of
the station wagon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's keep it. Look, we're all from the general area, even though we didn't grow up in Cincinnati. We grew up enough in the general vicinity enough to know Cincinnati is super
RAF.
Super MAGA for one, super conservative, super segregated in certain parts of it as well. And I mean, and have had their own history of racial incidents, to say the least.
More than a few.
Over there, whatever. And so we all know that Mike Brown is probably a strong supporter of the president. So to drag him out there, Hutch, I don't know what they did. Did they slip him a Mickey?
They probably said there was some money over there.
I mean, but
Mike, there's a money bag. Where?
Right.
He ran his ass. He got out the car and ran his ass.
I mean, how did they even know? I mean, to get him to go do that, I can't imagine what kind of convincing that Cade Blackburn had to do.
You have
publicity.
Daddy. If you don't go, the Negroes are going to revolt.
We'll lose money. That's what she
Right.
said. We're going to lose some money if you don't come out here and do this damn thing.
We
How
got
much
too much
of it-
guaranteed money on the table. We got to show up.
How much
Yeah.
of this? Because you can't imagine. One, I mean, God, I can't believe I'm going to say this. It's probably a strong possibility that Marvin was probably MAGA too. How much of this is tied to the fact that their quarterback now, their franchise is just like, hey man, we're not doing this. Like his statement before this was like, how can y'all look at these black people and not be like, this is terrible. Why y'all not on? We need to be on your side. This is your starting white quarterback, no less. Like, I mean, this had to be the influence out of this situation, Sam, man. It had to be.
Oh, God, yeah. As soon as he – we actually saw this coming, I believe. We were talking about I heard it on Twitter or somebody said something like, yeah, Joe is a little what's the word?
Woke.
Yeah. I won't even say woke, but he's social and he ain't afraid to say shit, and he don't care about Mike Brown. And the Bengals is really old school winning. And by old school, I mean happy the way things are, if you know what I mean. And they wasn't going to say – they were like one of the only organizations that said absolutely nothing, and that shit was going to stay that way. Until Joe was like, hey, what the hell's going on? And then Mike, I bet he was like, what? Who told him he could talk to anybody?
He probably just found out about the internet about 2 years ago.
Come on.
Yeah, that's
Twitter.
That's terrible.
Yeah, man,
could you imagine? Could you imagine if Jeff Blake was like, hey, Mike Brown, we need to address these racial injustices in 1994? He would have been like, nigga, get out. That's what he would have said. Get out of my home. Who let you?
Jeff Blake was snorting cocaine near the facility, and we got it on tape. Jeff Blake was immediately cut.
You a third string? Get out my office.
Right, the Bengals be pressing charges.
Yes, this
It would have been an assault.
Jeff Blake was arrested in the Over-the-Rhine district this weekend.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry, they would do like the clean in them. He was arrested in Dayton. Overpass. Right.
It's terrible.
Cincinnati and Ohio and Dayton cops were waiting there. I don't know how they got tipped off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just honestly,
And Stanley Morgan was giving the cocaine to him.
This has to be. I know, like former Bengal players, and even not former Bengal fans, but current Bengal fans from a while ago. Like we're just like, I can't believe they even came across with this moment, like with Mike Brown. Like
it's hard to believe. This is definitely not something they ever would have done before.
And again, it's the quarterback. Like,
actually, well, guess what? The former quarterback Dalton couldn't have done that.
Nope, I agree.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
He would have.
Completely.
Yeah. You know what? He would have put it on some Jesus stuff, and it would have just been left with stuff. He would.
Kidner would have done
extra
that.
Step. Yep. He wouldn't have.
Yeah,
taken
Kidner would have
step,
done that. Yeah.
Which is like again, and of course, all the MAGA fans of.
Well, and Marvin Lewis was not a MAGA either.
Come on, man.
Marvin Lewis
didn't want to.
He said something about the Underground Railroad in one of his statements, didn't he?
Maybe.
He had some type of comment about that.
He didn't want him to take a knee at all. He squashed that with the hope or with the encouragement of the owner when people were thinking about taking a knee, man. Like, I mean, Marvin. Man.
His ass was on the street anyway. He pretty much he was.
He'll probably say that now.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Now he gonna come out, man.
Right. Now he can come out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Special consultant to Arizona. But
I'm joking that he was MAGA, but I mean, Marvin is the corporate champion,
Yeah,
for sure. Like he is
He
not
might
going to
collect
go
$1 million checks,
Yes, for
which
sure.
most folks
So,
do.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And he
But
had
yeah,
that job. He had that job as long as he wanted to, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Well,
he
Yeah, it's
wasn't doing nothing.
100% tied to the quarterback. And again, I mean, we've done this on other things too. It's like, this is something that they never ask white players. Like, hey, what's up with this racial injustice? Because they don't have to experience it. But when they come out and speak, then it's just like, oh, gasp. People, and then a lot of Bengals fans were all, they're going against their fans and teams, or going against their fans.
going against the establishment.
Yes,
There you go.
Yeah, they hate that.
Yeah. How dare you?
Uppity Negroes is the term
How
you're
dare
looking
you?
for.
Yeah, who gave those Negroes all that power?
Right.
Yeah, so,
Exactly.
but I mean, fans are BS because as soon as, let's keep it 100. Richard Sherman is one of the most woke whatever players. They put a whole ass MAGA player at defensive end in Joey Bosa or Nick Bosa, whichever Bosa plays for the 49ers. He's like, you know what? He's all right, dude. Like,
well, it's right.
Come on,
You gotta work with
Yeah.
people and that you
Mm-hmm.
don't agree with.
Yes. So
Yes.
yeah, it all. Everything. You know what covers everything is winning. Okay.
Right.
Our
Here's
favorite,
everything.
and our favorite, and I knew that in all the sarcasm in the world, our favorite freaking black fat ass sports writer Jason Whitlock wrote a whole ass long form column on the reason the Milwaukee Bucks is losing right now is because they took a stand on social injustice by not playing a game. A whole form article. And
Don't get me started about that.
He's just a freaking fat idiot, and
I can't.
let's. Come
you
on.
mentioning is that's what he wanted.
I know, exactly. I know, and I agree.
That's
and
true.
I'm mad that I did, but pain cures everything. If they go out there and win, and everybody's like, oh, they use this as a momentum to spur themselves to the Eastern Conference Finals. When you lose, then they're gonna say, "Oh, the reason that you did that is because you spoke about this." Like there's no winning in these situations.
There's no winning.
If Burrow comes out and he balls, a lot of white people are like, you know what? I really do like Negroes. If they don't, he's like, I told you not to be backing up those Negroes.
What the hell do you think you were doing?
If Joe Burrow goes out and beats Lamar Jackson,
oh God.
Beats Russell Wilson.
Hell, even beats Cleveland.
Mahomes in playoff games that matter.
Yes.
Then Donald Trump will ask him to come to the White House, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you brought back white football back to the NFL, and I approve this quarterback."
Hey, nothing but the truth too. Damn.
It is. Unfortunately, it's very true. All right, let's get out of halftime. Let's get into these the defensive side of the ball. That's 53. 9 secondary people.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. They keep 9 secondary people. They usually keep 7 active on game day. Your starters from across your radio dial would be – oh, shoot. Where did I go with my cornerback?
Defensive
I meant to go D-line first, but since I started down this route, I'll go. So your starters would be William Jackson, probably Darius Phillips at the other corner position, Von Bell, and Jesse Bates. Those are your starters. You got to include, if he's healthy, Sean Williams as the hybrid linebacker safety, and then obviously Mackenzie Alexander. So that's 6 of your 9 right there that are going to be starting, essentially. So, the other 3 dudes, Tony Brown, what's that?
Brandon Wilson.
And kickoff, Brandon Wilson. Yeah, I think special team Maven, so he's probably up. So that's 7.
He's probably on. Yeah.
And what's the Trey Waynes question? They think he might be able to come back. Do you keep him on the 53?
And he gonna pup.
Do you put him on pup to come back?
He could be out for 6 to 8 weeks, right?
I think they shortened it this year, so there's better possibility he's going to come off pup and be active.
Yeah.
So I think they got to keep a spot up for him.
Now.
That's right.
Yeah. So he goes on pup. That means one of these dudes makes the team. So they wind up really essentially keeping, 9. If he goes on there, so maybe somebody else like a Tony Brown or
Deion
somebody
Sanders
like
come
that.
back?
Leslie Sims makes the team. So we're keeping 7 corners active.
Yeah, 7 corners.
Yeah, that sounds
defensive
right.
backs.
7 dudes in the backfield or on defense. Corners might be pushing it.
Okay. So
They
7.
need a lot of corners. Yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to have a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are what they are. You know, we'll get to
They
our little
suck.
Chargers preview here momentarily, you know, but they are what they are at this point. There's nothing. I mean, are you
I
really
know what
thinking
you do
that
now.
are you really thinking there's a huge difference between Darius Phillips and Trey Waynes? I mean, honestly, had you heard of Trey Waynes before the Bengals signed him?
I know.
Exactly.
Here's my opine.
Oh wait, my son, you gotta hit the sounder. My son has a breaking news sounder.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have signed Josh Rosen.
That
That is breaking news.
Yeah,
It's
get
breaking
out of here.
It's breaking.
Yeah. There was
We're
anybody
talking about the
else
magical
other than
mystery
Tom
tour of the
Brady.
Buccaneers.
Yeah, wait, who was the backup for quarterback for Tampa anyway?
Some guy.
I don't know.
Grady Goldberg?
They hope they never know unless they're up by
never
40
know.
points.
What
But I
the
mean,
hell
again,
what the hell they do with Jameis? They drop him off at the damn.
He
Jameis
played for
went
the
to-
Saints.
he's at the backup for the Saints. Then.
Yeah, he's a Saints backup.
Oh, well, I
He'll
completely
play.
missed that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he
over
probably will.
40-year-old quarterback, so
Yeah.
that's not gonna
They're
end
gonna
well.
be that's gonna be a heck of a team.
Yeah.
So long, Saints.
All right, so let's go to the defensive line. They keep 9, game day active, usually 7. So the 9 were Geno, Dunlap, Mike Daniels,
Bam. Hubbard.
Chris Covington. We'll talk about him because he was traded for. DJ Reader, Carl Lawson, Sam Hubbard, what's it? Somebody Brown and Khalid.
Mike Brown.
Yeah,
Mike.
Mia Khalifa, from
Khalid
Notre
Kareem.
Dame.
Yeah.
So they only keep
Mike
7
Daniels,
active.
the
So
D tackle
obviously,
they picked up.
yeah. So obviously,
Really good.
Geno. We'll look at the tackles. Geno, Mike Daniels, DJ Reader,
Right.
tackles, and
DJ
then this
Reader.
Chris Covington dude they traded from the Broncos or whatever.
Yeah.
6-year veteran. They want, he could play tackle. So those are your 4 D tackles, and then your ends wind up being Hubbard and Dunlap, and then that's 7 dudes active. You may need to keep an 8th person active for 4 D ends. Maybe this the Brown character or the rookie Khalid, whatever, Mia Khalifa.
I keep as
Khalid,
many
yeah.
active DNs as possible because they're gonna be getting wore
Yeah.
the fuck out.
Well, the Brown
Carlos
dude-
ain't young.
The Brown dude
and,
could play defensive end and tackle, so like he had
Right?
No,
Well,
he'll be
a
active.
little bit. Yeah, Mia Khalifa ain't seeing no snaps this year with that barring an injury, right?
No.
Right.
I-
Right.
That defensive line, they went from our strength 2 years ago to,
But it's the same players.
but they
They just
suck.
got- they getting
They're
older.
older and
They
they
got
suck.
old. You saying because they got old?
They old.
They're getting
They
there.
lost some folks and they suck.
No, I don't know about
They don't suck. I ain't going
Man,
that far.
that's terrible. They got the highest D-paid tackle. You got 2 solid defensive tackles. You got a solid rotational piece to tackle. Our ends.
Why are we trading linebackers, which we ain't got, to get somebody else's defensive tackle?
I mean, he got to be better than whatever. That when Tutupu took at the COVID exit, that didn't help things.
Yeah, that really messed stuff up.
And then Renell Wren got hurt. So
He got hurt.
injured reserve. So they wanted a 4th tackle. So
Yeah.
now our defensive ends are super thin, though. I mean, if something happened to Dunlap
Yeah.
or Hubbard, I mean, they're screwed. in that.
Right, they're
They-
real
they-
thin. Our
really
defense
thin.
last year was what, 29th out of 32 teams?
Yeah.
It was low.
We was giving up like
Very, very low.
140 yards a game against the run.
Yeah.
I
No
mean,
linebacker.
You just
baby.
signed DJ Reader. You just signed the dude that's supposed to be able to stop the run, and you upgraded linebackers, which we're allegedly about to talk about here in a second. So, I mean, it shouldn't be as bad.
I want if they can be 16th, 17th, I will take that.
Yeah, I would take that too.
Considering
But
we had no linebackers.
I
last year.
take it too, but we're now in a league that don't run, and we giving up mad yards against the run.
Right.
We were giving up. Let's see what happens in a week.
So we're
Run
gonna
and
keep
pass.
seven
Name it.
seven defensive linemen, or we're gonna keep 8.
You might want to do 8.
I don't see how they can cut anybody. I mean, not bring everybody they got. They're thin.
If we
You
go
already said,
4
like,
ends,
defense,
4 tackles, if you keep 8, okay. So if we're on there, okay, that's fine. Okay. The linebackers.
This is gonna be
They
fucking
kept,
scary.
well, this might be the shortest conversation. They kept 6. I think all 6 of them got to be active.
Yeah, they all have to be active.
Because of suckiness and special teams.
They
Like
need to
the
form
only
both,
one-
trying to form one decent one.
Yeah. So
The only one
Bynes
that
makes
could
it.
possibly be Jordan Evans might be the only one that may not.
Yeah, Jordan
I don't
Evans.
know.
I don't know how he made it.
He
I can't
sucks.
stand that.
But
He sucks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our
Imagine that.
best linebacker is a backup on the Chargers. Was or is a backup on the Chargers.
I don't think he makes the Chargers. Yeah.
Well, I didn't see his name get cut. Did he make the team? We have to look that up.
I'm looking at the roster right now. He's still listed on here, so I guess so.
Well,
Then he
give
made
it
it.
time. Give it time. All right. So Bynes, Jordan Evans, Jermaine Pratt, Marcus Bailey, Akeem Davis Gaither, and Logan Wilson. I think all 6 are going to be active because of teams. Like all 6 of them are probably going to be active.
They got no choice. They got to.
Right.
Yeah.
All 6. So the starters become, I would assume, Bynes, Pratt, and
Flip a coin.
Bynes,
Yeah,
Pratt, whoever ain't fucking up at that moment. Yeah.
Right.
So,
I don't know. Logan Wilson, starting a rookie week 1.
What
He
you
ain't
got?
starting. Yeah,
I don't know.
Son.
I mean, but yeah, that's really the only choices there because there's nobody else that's not a freaking rookie.
Right. So
Yeah.
Bynes,
That's how weak the position
we start
was.
Jordan Evans.
go cover. Go cover.
I ain't starting that again.
Have fun.
Yeah, there ain't enough
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. They're probably only going to start 2 linebackers in whatever defense they're going to play.
Oh, they're
Probably.
flex. Yeah, they're 5,
Yeah, they're
2, 4.
probably. It's
Yeah, they're 5, 2, 4, or whatever.
5-2
Yeah,
amoeba.
to guard against the pass and to cover a obvious weakness. So it'll be 2 linebackers at least to start with. Probably don't put one of them rookies on the field. Oh God, no.
So,
I heard their base is gonna be a 3-4. I'm like, you only got
What?
2. You don't have no linebackers. So why
You
the hell
need
we gonna put
linebackers
4
to play
out
the
there?
3-4. We don't
Right.
have linebackers. Well,
Yeah,
that's
you
not a
might
good
wanna-
idea.
Yeah, you might want to do the
Woo!
the bear
Can
defense.
you imagine? You might have 2 rookies out there. Oh God, no. Oh
Right.
Jesus, no. Oh.
So the math is whatever. Like I got us at like 44 players out of the 47. So,
That's-
spots on
that's
here
good
and there,
math.
someplace else.
Yeah.
So, there's some spots, and it could be my poor adding skills too. But
Whatever. It's a Gallup poll. You got to
Yeah,
punch
so,
for 3 points.
Yeah.
they're within, that's going to be the group they're going to roll out there with. It doesn't appear that anybody's going to be signed of any significance in the next 7 days before they have to.
Barring injury. Yeah.
Right. So
Earl Thomas still available.
the what?
Earl Thomas.
Yeah, he's still out there.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody will pick him up. Ain't gonna be
But
them.
honestly, oh God, I can't believe I'm actually say this. But if you sign him, where is he starting?
Anywhere he wants.
Anywhere.
If you don't like, you got to fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christ. All right. So
Yeah.
as we turn the page, then that's 7 days away. We're looking towards the Chargers. I think you had said, Hutch, and I don't think it's changed any much. Maybe it went down a little bit that the Chargers are 2.5-point favorites.
They're 3-point favorite
On the
right
road.
now. 3.
Yeah. So now again, they are
The over-under is 44.
Yeah, they have experienced some injuries. Definitely,
Mike
Derwin
Williams.
James. With Derwin
Lost the
James is
safety.
out for the season. Essentially, Mike Williams.
Lost the number 2 wide receiver. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their
But
linebackers are pillowy soft.
Well, their defensive line isn't.
No, their defensive line.
Yeah,
is,
that's the
they
huge
got-
problem.
They got all pros on their D line.
Yeah, I mean,
2
and
of
that's a
them.
problem. They have a
Yeah.
coach who's probably not great, and we also have that, so that we have that in common, which is good.
The Chargers are the Bengals
Yeah, West
on
Coast.
offense.
Yeah,
They very much are. Yeah.
Right. So what? Right. They got Andy Dalton at quarterback, really. But
that's an insult to Andy Dalton, sir.
well, whatever. but right. The Bengals should beat the Chargers. I'm about to change that. I just changed that. They should beat the Chargers, and they should be. I'm gonna say they should be 2-0 before they get beat by the Eagles.
Hold up.
I changed it. I have been watching. I've been watching Hard Knocks.
Oh, that's right. They're on there.
All the Hard Knocks episodes.
Don't fall into that Hard Knocks hole. I've done it before too. Don't do it.
I've been watching them.
Don't do that.
Tyrod Taylor he ain't even silently average.
No.
Austin Eckler that is their offense, really.
Mm-hmm.
If they can figure out a way to stop Austin Eckler from going up and down the field, let's do Tyrod Taylor, throw it to their wide receivers.
Keenan Allen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's also
that's going to be a good game plan.
Yes, Keenan Allen.
He's been in the league a while.
Yeah, Keenan Allen is actually pretty damn good, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
it depends.
Their head coach Lynn.
Yes.
He trying to keep his job.
Mm-hmm.
And can I start the number 6 pick in the draft? Hell no.
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm trying to keep the checks home.
I'm trying to stay alive here. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. But when they could have got old boy from the Patriots, they went with Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
And if you're unfamiliar, which you shouldn't be as a Bengals fan, Tyrod Taylor's last starting gig came with the Browns. Before he was replaced, unceremoniously by Baker Mayfield. And again, he is the quintessential solid quarterback. He's not going to turn it over. He's just going to be, but he's not going to take it. There's not going to be any, there's a 40-yard pass to Keenan Allen in there because he's not going to risk
unless he's wide the fuck open.
Yeah, exactly. He's just going to risk it. He's just like a safe quarterback trying to get you to score 18 to 21 points and let the defense game. So if he, that's pretty much it. I don't know who their kicker is. They used to have that Australian dude that could kick it from freaking Australia. For like field goals or whatever. Like that's just how they would win game. I can't remember his name.
But they ran the ball worse than we did last year.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
They were the last place or 31st place in rushing the football.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again,
not big enough to run between the tackles, I don't think. Or he can't do it successfully.
Not well.
Right.
Yeah.
So and that should help the Bengals out.
Yeah, and flipping that to the Bengals side of it, last Friday night they held their second scrimmage or whatever under the lights. My son and I listened to it on WLW, Cincinnati's #1 talk station. And every time they dropped back, it was Joe Burrow threw it all over.
Somebody in the backfield.
My God, like they threw it, I think 30+ times in the damn scrimmage. I'm like, what is this? Now, again, it's a scrimmage. There's no live tackling, whatever. I get it, I guess. But if they throw that ball 30-some-odd times, the Bengals are going to lose by 3 touchdowns. Like if
they got to get Joe Mixon
30 times, they're going to lose really, really badly. So
he throws more than 20 times.
For the game plan, I hope they're going to use their $12 million weapon more than just running the ball off tackle. Like throwing some screens and some out in the flat or do something, because
this better be the Joe Mixon show. Yeah,
you cannot be taking 7-step drops against whichever Bosa is over there, and the other dude.
Joey.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, this is Big Bosa.
Yeah,
older brother Bosa. Yeah.
We can't have that because that's not going to end well. He's going to get sacked all over the place. He'll be running for his life.
You'll get killed.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, hopefully there's some version of a game plan that I mean, really, I think we said this before. This season is a referendum on Zach Taylor. They essentially gave him everything. We spent a bunch of money. We got you the number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
We paid for this running back. We still hired all these staff people that we ain't even hired. We had, a Brown, doing, quality control on offense, the previous years. I don't even know which Brown it was, but it was somebody that was related to Mike. And, we had all these people. We hired all these coaches. We did all this stuff for you. Like, you better go out and win more than damn 2 games. Like,
Well,
three is
right.
not enough.
Three
is
they,
more than
if you're doing the Marvin game where you play it by the 4 or the every 4 games, this is the easiest 4 on the schedule.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
Home game against the Chargers should be the easiest of the 2. That Thursday turnaround against the Browns, in theory, should be kind of easy too, but it's in Cleveland, so.
It's in Cleveland. Yeah.
Curious if they'll have anybody there either. What do you?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do y'all think about this, and in relation to that or whatever? Watching the NBA playoffs or more looking at it from afar, that this idea that, like home field advantage doesn't exist anymore since they're in the bubble. So if that's the case for the football team, I mean, again, playing in Cleveland could be an intimidating situation. Playing in Philadelphia would be an intimidating situation. But if there's no fans, then it's really just like a glorified.
It's another empty stadium.
11 drill, with live.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the, the things that would come from that. The first false start I see on freaking Bobby Williams, on freaking Bobby Hart with no fans. I'm gonna break something. Like, you didn't freaking false start because the fans was too loud. You just sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
get you some nerves so you can something to beat up, brother. Because them false starts is coming with that cat, bro.
Yeah. Do y'all think that matters though? Like, if there's no fans, Thursday night, no dog pound, no ridiculousness.
No 3 Rivers or no Heinz Field.
But you're saying though, what do you think that even makes it that odd?
There are some places where being at that place with all them crazy Anglo-Saxons yelling at you what makes a difference.
Yeah.
I think it makes a difference in Philadelphia.
Cleveland and Philly are 2 of those teams.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Their fans make a big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference.
I think it matters in Baltimore's place too.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that too.
Yeah, I'm just
Seattle.
curious. Well, of course. Yeah, but I'm just curious as if that plays into the Bengals' advantage, clearly,
More their advantage, yeah.
I think
for their road games.
I think Burrow would like to have a whole bunch of people screaming and hollering. I hope. I hope I don't.
Now he won't have.
He
don't seem to be afraid. He don't seem to be afraid of the moment at the big stage, which is thank God for that.
And at the scrimmage the other day, when I was busting my son's balls or whatever, listening to it, and I think he missed the first 3 passes. I'm just like,
he did.
But then
he completed 9 in a row.
Next 8.
He did complete 9 in a row.
Yeah.
He seems to have a short memory, which is good.
Yeah, his bounce back ability is far superior to Andy Dalton's, who clearly, when he stayed in the rut, like he could not reverse course. You could tell it was going to be a good day or a bad day with Dalton very, very early. It was like, he's on his game today, like it's going to be good. And then when he wasn't. So we're looking forward to it. Oh, that would be almost 8:00 in the evening podcast on Sunday if we're gonna do live reacts to this crap.
It might be early. Well,
it's gonna be hard, bro.
We should beat the Chargers. If Andy Dalton was the quarterback, it would be a pick'em game.
Pick'em. Yep. I 100% agree. It would be pick'em. Yep.
That's true.
Maybe we might even have an advantage.
Maybe a half a point, a point
advantage. So it all kind of swings on what Joe Burrow will do or think they might do.
I'm going to be very interested in see what their game plan is. If it's like you said, they can't have him back there throwing 36 times. It's just
right. If he's throwing more than 35 times, we're in trouble.
If he's throwing more than 25 times, we're probably
20. Shoot,
I
I want maybe 15 passes a game.
everybody.
nice.
I think 30
Yeah.
is the 30 attempts is the prime number,
Mm.
and anything more than
Yeah.
that, we're losing by something.
15 to 20. Give me that.
Mm. Yeah.
Can Mixon is Mixon going to be able to hold up, and our running game going to hold up for 25, 35 plays?
I think so.
I said he did it last year with a worse offensive line last year. So I mean,
Yeah.
quality of opponent matters obviously, but
We're giving Tampa a
Hey.
lot of credit, or Tampa. We're giving San Diego a lot of credit for being a quality opponent, though, too.
yeah, that's very true.
We're giving them a lot of
Their
credit.
defense is legit.
Yes.
Their
They got an
offense
elite.
is
They got an
Yeah,
elite
but they also
D-line.
down one of their best players, but they didn't play with him last year, and they were able to be, semi-successful.
yeah. Right. This is what I was trying to compare teams, offenses that might be comparable to ours. The San Diego's is very comparable to ours. Actually, we on paper we should be better on offense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Burrow is halfway
Paper.
legitimate.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a better offense than the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
They
Current.
do now. Yeah,
Right. Well, I couldn't name a Patriot receiver to save my life,
Right.
except for Edelman.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
yeah.
we should be all right if he can just the pressure don't get to him, throw the ball to make your little medium passes. It's the tight end is going to save our life or going to kill us, and that might be a problem.
All right, CJ.
It comes down to that. Bro.
All right, CJ Uzama. I don't know what Uzama is, but we are giving you the power of blackness for at least the next 7 days. I don't know what Uzama is in terms of ethnicity, but we're gonna give you the hook, bro. Like, do something. And he's been a lot in practice.
They threw a lot to him during the scrimmage too.
And they did a lot.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
If you look at the stuff over the course of practice, since the other two really didn't practice, CJ Uzama and Auden Tate caught a lot of passes from him, and Mike Thomas. So those are the people that Mike Thomas might. I mean, assuming he's going to be active, but who knows when they cut that? I don't know. That'll be our first whatever is when that active list comes out, and then we'll kind of have an idea. But, all right.
Yep.
All right, so we start to wrap up here. Hutch, we need exit music, man. You're in the group chat. You was all about the monies. What were we using since mixing?
Oh yeah,
I think that's right.
What we dropping?
I kind of almost like "Let's Stay Together" by Al Green.
That's got to do with money. That got to do with money?
What's that?
That got to do with money, huh?
It's staying together. I mean, that's what times are good or bad, happy or sad.
Oh, okay.
Because that's where we are with this team.
Yeah, I suppose that makes.
I mean, the rest of them. I mean, they fit for Mixon.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we're a whole team, and this is what this weekend was about: forming the team.
All right. Well, they are together now. We might see a little bit of whatever. They better not do something crazy. It's my son running in with these breaking news bits. Like the Bengals just signed freaking somebody, and we're God, we got to record again.
I don't want to hear anything about AJ Green doing nothing.
Not practicing at all.
Not practicing. I mean, no.
Put him in the glass cage.
Just get his ass on the field.
Get him
at
Sunday.
4:05.
Yeah.
We have arrived at that point. Yeah.
No, I agree.
Break only of game.
Honestly.
Yeah, and let him out the glass.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah. Here's one other question. This is off the wall or whatever. As we start to queue up Al Green to play us out for whatever cluck, they come out there. The coin toss. Bengals win. You deferring or are you putting Burrow out there to start?
Defer. Ooh, damn! Wait a minute. You put him out there.
You throw him out like get it started.
Let's get it started.
Let's go. Let's get it started. Yeah. Let's get it started.
Yeah, let's just put him out there and Yeah, and make it happen.
I'm gonna put that out on a poll question for the Bengals folks. That's such a tough spot because my football person I always defer. Like, get the ball at the top of the second half, see if your defense can go do something, and then it doesn't matter what you get the ball at the second half. But man, let's see what this fool is made of right now is like, hey, let's roll him out there. Y'all get the ball in the 35 and let's see what happens with, whatever. And so I'm kind of
what everybody came to see. Yeah.
Right, just get it out the way. I don't want to be down 7-0. So that puts extra pressure on him right there. So just while it's still 0-0.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, put him out there 0-0. Give him a chance.
0-0.
Y'all damn
right.
crazy holy defense just get shot through more holes.
11 of them go to mixing. So just whatever.
Yeah, it does become a pressure situation, more pressurized if you go in and they go down and score. And then you're like, all right, rookie, go save us. Bring us back from the deep. Yeah, okay. I hear you.
Remember, everything's on you.
They just did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I ain't ready for this. All right, so as I play us out, I'm the producer of this podcast. You'll be able to find this on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, whatever. Just put in Brothers Comics. You'll be able to find the podcast. And I am going to sign off. Sandman, go ahead and sign off.
All right, people. Who Day and Run Joe Run. Quite literally proud of him. So,
I hope Joe ain't never running.
What? No, the other Joe, mix and run.
Let's go with that. Yeah.
Hodge, don't get fired.
Yeah, let's go. 7 days and 2 hours, give or take.
Let's go. All right, Boomer Esiason, bring us some luck on the 13th. Wait, what? All right. Bengal 13th, Ken Riley. Yeah,
that's the last one I remember.
Yeah, it's Ken Riley on the 13th, right?
Why isn't that retired? Why isn't it?
He don't retire no numbers.
Retire numbers. You know
right,
better.
Anthony Munoz.
Anthony Munoz been seeing some scrubs out there running with his number.
Right.
All right, everybody. We'll see you on the other side. Who Day, and hopefully next week we'll talk to you after a dub. Peace.